Alright, targeted individuals. Now I give you advice on how to, I give you advice, and I also humbly request your opinion. Obviously we have to help each other, but I'm gonna offer my opinion, which can also be advice. It's an advice I'm giving, and I'm sure it's right, because we as targeted individuals, those who have a Christian background, those who follow the guidance of Jesus Christ, whether knowingly or unknowingly, because obviously the first thing that we were manipulated to be were Christians if we grew up in a Western environment. Yeah, so then the people who rule the West took their Christian background and ancestry very lightly. So whatever they come up with is going to be Christian themed. Yeah, whether they know it or not. They come up with the Human Rights Act. That's something that Jesus would have said. They come up with communism. That's something that but they want to suggest that that's something new that they're coming up with. But anyway, the Passion of Christ touched the West, and it has become instinctive. Yeah, because that's the background that they went through. But anyway, back to my dilemma advice for targeted individual and how to behave when we are in programs. Yeah, and why we should or should not, and how to decide if we should or should not participate in a particular program. Yeah, now most of you would have seen one of my videos where I showed you that I was kicked out of the YouTube Partners program because my views and subscriptions were low. Obviously, being a targeted individual, you expect that, and the reasons why they were low were all of you would know, are more likely to have come across the notion that I did, where as a targeted individual, you know that they're going to be discouraging people from seeing your video, your work. But so they kicked me out of that program. Now I could, yeah, like some other targeted individuals, I could choose to start plugging the idea of getting more subscriptions. You will see these people, the targeted individuals, but in their videos they'll be like, oh, you have to subscribe, or just press like, just press subscribe, because they're part of a program. The program leads you to logically deduce that you need to start behaving like that, yeah, to get enough subscriptions and views to be part, you know, to be part of the program. So that's what programming is about. It's about altering your behavior for some gain. But if that gain is for yourself, you see, that's the dilemma. Would you, as a targeted individual, choose to participate in a program if you're the one who's going to make the gain? Yeah, so obviously we all know that we must eat. Yeah, so you have to do things for yourself. Yeah, but as a targeted individual, this means more to me than money. This is a way of coping with what's happening. This is how I treat myself without medication, by airing my views and also listening to other targeted individuals. It's like a giant self-help group, which is also, if you go into psychiatry, they would advise that you attend groups of like-minded people and discuss your experiences. And we're doing this on YouTube online. So it's kind of a treatment center. YouTube as well is kind of a treatment center for me. Yeah. So if I started to go the opposite direction and start saying, "Oh, YouTube forces us to be in programs. They are evil on this," but yet they also provide a treatment center for us, knowingly or unknowingly, that wouldn't be good for me, since I'm doing things for myself. So that's why I don't go on that rant of abusing YouTube and calling and starting a conspiracy theory against them, because I'm also using it as a treatment center. So, I haven't decided whether to try and push to go into that program. At the moment, I'm leading towards no. I'm not going to start telling you to subscribe every time I do a video, or like every time I do a video. If you do, of course I'll be happy, because I'm heading towards that target. And if eventually I do reach that number, the numbers that they require, then I'll sit down again and start to consider whether I should apply to join. This is a choice I'll be making. I'll have to make whether I should apply to join or not. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna keep treating myself. Yeah. But I don't want to taint my treatment or compromise my treatment by always being commercially aware. So in the end, I resolved that maybe YouTube did me a favor by kicking me out of that program. Yeah. I'd started to change. Yeah. I started to be aware. I wasn't plugging it. That's why I didn't make the numbers. But I could sense that I was avoiding swearing, for example. Can't say fuck this, fuck that. Oh my God, I just said it. So I feel so free. So they still allow us to have that freedom in a way. Yeah. But yeah, well, I would apologize for using the swear word, but I was just giving an example. Yeah. So we as targeted individuals have to, choose what programs we become part of. And to help make that choice, this is my advice to you: you have to boss wherever you are. Yeah. The only place you have to boss is your mind, and you have to boss that wherever you are. So if you join a program and you know they're gonna make you start being salesman you, so guys, remember to subscribe at the end of this video. Yeah. If they're gonna turn you into that, and you know this prior to choosing to go into that, then me as a targeted individual, I get victimized, obviously, but I victimize those who victimize me. That's my whole thing. Yeah, to victimize those who victimize us. The equalizer, the 7-star general. So what I would suggest is that you have to think about it this way. Let's say I'm part of a program, and then I get that urge to become more salesman-like. And then I identify, well, if you're part of a program, you know that it's coming from someone in your program, someone who's running your program. So you can start to talk to them and say, look, I'm doing something. You can even say that in your mind. I'm doing something here, not now. And you can say, yeah, I'll consider money. And you can, as long as you're the one who's deciding how you're coming across, that programming can't change you. As you can see, my numbers still stayed low because I wasn't doing the program. Although I was part of it, I wasn't doing the program. That's why I got kicked out of it in the end. Yeah, I'm a targeted individual for real. I have been for 20 years. Yeah, so no program's gonna change me. And every time they told me to start doing that, I said, no. This is dilute. This treatment for me is diluting that. I'm not doing it. So as long as you can maintain your autonomy in your head and your position in your head as boss, if you feel that you wouldn't be able to do that when you join that program, don't join it. Ideally, try not to join any program, but because you got to eat and so forth, Don't join programs that are way over your head. Yeah. Look at the regulations regarding how that program has to behave. They're not allowed to use subliminal messaging. Certain NLP techniques are probably banned as well. So look to see if that's a place where you can manage to be and make money without it changing you. Yeah. So I'll look at the program, and if it requires me to become someone when I'm posting what is treatment for me, then I'm not gonna do it. But if I do eventually get there, yeah, and I don't have to do it, yeah, then I might consider joining. If I sit down and say, right, if I look at the numbers I'm getting, I won't have to do the program. But if I look at the numbers I'm getting, if I join that program, I will have to do it. So, but if the situation changes and I don't have to, I might say, well, I could join that program because I don't have to change. Yeah. So I do music as well, because with music, I don't have to change. I could just be myself. Yeah. And just so that I don't listen to people. I mean, I'll do a corporate song, but I'll know that it's a corporate song and it's not going to change me. Yeah. I get my money and I'm out. And I'm back to doing the same shit I'm doing. If they can use any of my music, knowing that I'm a targeted individual and I post things like this, then I'll do it. But I know that the way I am, I'm not high in production. No one's going to want to use my stuff. So, and I'm not going to change my stuff to attract them, because that would dilute what music is. Music is also another way, another method I use to cope. So you don't dilute the things which mean something to you. Yeah? Don't let them change things which mean something to you. I have a saying, the day you let your perpetrators dictate what happens in your privacy, that's the day you lost your health. Yeah? So I just want people to be careful. Although we have a need to survive and earn money, make sure they do not change your opinions on the things that matter to you. Obviously, as targeted individuals, that's why you feel uncomfortable. You have that heart, you know, because most people, they say, hell yeah, man, they can change me to whatever they want. I'll make my money. But you have that heart. Yeah, you know right from wrong. That's why you're a targeted individual. People who know right from wrong get targeted. But those people that you see that are all right with the program, don't begrudge them of anything. Yeah, they've had to sacrifice a lot to get there. Yeah, these are things I'm not willing to sacrifice. My coping methods. Nah, not sacrificing that, because how would I be able to cope? My primary purpose is being infringed upon. My primary purpose will also struggle without me being able to generate an income. But if I'm not well enough to generate an income, then we're back to square one. So being well-being is more important than making money. So that's why I haven't pushed to go into that program yet, because I need treatment. So I'm not going to do that yet. So I need to post these videos to help treat myself, and then we'll see what happens. So good luck trying to make that decision, and post your comments below. Yeah, commenting is not part of the criteria of their programming, so I'm not doing that. I just want if you got any positive information to give me, or any advice to give me with what I'm currently struggling going through, please just don't hesitate, just comment it below, and it will be much appreciated. Thank you.